Do-do-do-do-do. Hello. Hi guys. Hello. Hello. Why hello there. Hello. Hello. Hello my friends. I actually was started a little bit earlier, but I was listening to movie talk for a little bit. How's everyone doing? Good. Is this a commission? No, no, it's not. This is more for a print than a commission. Jacob, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Andre. Hi, Porter. Hi, Christopher. How you doing? Willie, the She-Wolf Art. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. The She-Wolf Art is on time. Welcome. So I was watching movie talk. That's why I was on a little bit later. But I was drawing while I was watching movie talk. That was so. So I was in the meantime too. Once I got back from my meeting, I looked up my old most detailed drawing evers, and I think more of the comparison is with my Ultrazord in terms of scale, because compared to Metroplex and compared to Unicron, which are like planets, right? They're planet size, so the scale's gonna be completely different, of course. But then I went to look at the amount of detail that I actually did with the what's called the Ultrazord one, and I realized how much work I'm actually gonna have to do with this thing. So I'm only on, I'll be honest, guys, I'm probably only on for about an hour. I have something to do this evening. But I think I'm going to make a mad dash to try to get this done for tomorrow. The reason I want to get this done for tomorrow, I'm going to see if my regular printer can actually print this for me. Or if not, I might just go to Kinko's and print a few of them just to see how they do. So, we'll see. Either or. We'll see how that goes. How you guys doing, though? Teresa, how you doing? Is it cool in Canada? It's really hot here, says Jacob. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's definitely not Shanghai. Shanghai is boiling hot. Think of this Shanghai. It's humid. It's humid. It's not. It's hot. It's not the fact it's hot. It's more it's humid out there. Really hot that way. So if you're out there for a certain amount of time, it's going to be extremely hot. So. So we'll see. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Abraham, how you doing, my friend? Villy. I'll just call you Villy. There you go. Villy, it's Dutch. Cool. Well, you learn something new every day. So there you go, Villy. Hopefully I'll remember how to pronounce that. I'll do my best, Villy. But don't hold it on me if I forget, okay? Apologize. But I shouldn't be able to forget that. Villy. Thank you, Villy. Billy. All right. So I'll mention you guys too. I couldn't find my what's it called, my French curve. I don't know where to put it because I cleaned my room before I left for China. Now I can't find it. I don't know. I did, and I was gonna go buy another one. How I told you guys I was gonna buy another one, but the road I take to go to the art store, it was completely shut down. I think there must have been some sort of big accident, and I said, I forget it. I could waste more time going there. I forget it. I forget it. Good evening, Leanne Baum. How you doing, my friend? So again, guys, I'm only on till roughly around 6 o'clock my time. Okay, so that is Eastern time. Right now it is around 5 o'clock my time. So I'm only gonna be on for about an hour. Right now, probably I'm just concentrating on this area here just to figure out the level of detail I want, so I can be consistent with it a little bit later. But hopefully everyone's doing okay. And again, guys, if this is your first time joining my streams, I always encourage everyone, please, 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 get a piece of paper out and start drawing, okay? Unless, of course, you just want to watch me draw, not a problem as well. But I always encourage everyone to grab a piece of paper, a pen, or pencil, or whatever you want to use and start drawing, okay? Now, I just have 2 commissions left to do, but they are full body commissions, so they will take a good chunk of time. With a full body commission, again, like before, I think I mentioned this before, it takes roughly around, I'd say roughly around 3 hours to do a full body commission for me, depending what it is. They aren't, let me see if they are, they're not that, they're not that complicated, though, which is a good thing. So they're not that complicated of commissions to do, but I will do those live for you tomorrow, probably after lunch tomorrow. But again, I'm going to see if my, I'm also going to see if I can rush color this thing myself. But again, I'm not the fastest colorist in the world, so I'll probably know if it, like, if it's only like, it takes like an hour to flat, and then we'll see. We'll see. So, am I looking at something while drawing this? Actually, right now, no. When I was putting together, I was looking at some toys here and there, and looking actually at some of my old artwork. Looking at my old, most detailed drawing ever. Not to copy anything, but more to figure out the level of detail I put in those, because I want it to be consistent, the amount of detail that I'm going to be putting in those. So right now I'm not really looking at anything right now, just more concentrating on how I want these different pieces to go here. So I'm going to add like little bits like this. Now, I always want to make sure that I have these big plates here, like this, like these big plates, but then have all the little micro details like right down there. So how do I order a commission? You can email me, boxofficeartist@gmail.com, or go check out my Facebook page. I have my commission rates over there, my friend. So Marnus asked, did I watch Spider-Man Homecoming? No, I didn't. Did not yet. So Nori Zerks is going to be like me one day. I guarantee you will be, my friend. As long as you keep working hard. I can't do the work for you. You have to do the work for yourself. So, as long as you work hard, everything's going to be okay. Go for it, my friend. Go for it. Okay, so just trying to figure out the level of detail I want in this particular arm here, and then let's see here. How do you draw symmetrically when there's so much detail in the art? That's what you got to be careful of, and that's one thing I am careful of. You got to have no choice, so you got to see what you could get away with, see what you could cover up. So that's why you notice I always draw my robots on an angle. You notice that? Try to draw it on an angle so that at the very least it's going to appear a little bit different. I would never draw this kind of straight on. So as you can tell, I'm just adding little nicks and knacks here and there, trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with this. So Darth Kwame just got back from summer comics class. Awesome. Let's see. Willie just painted for 4 hours on a piece and it's almost finished. Awesome. Phil, finish it here, my friend. If someone's trying to switch from engineering to art as career, how would you earn the majority of your income? Are you Nadeptula asked that question. Nadeptula, I would say, don't quit your job. Do not quit your job. I would see how long you could go without having to quit your job. Okay. In fact, I wouldn't even quit your job unless you have a sniff of actually having like a job in the art field. Okay, so I would just, take your time, work on the portfolio. It doesn't happen overnight. And you think to yourself how much you could improve if you were to quit your job. Of course, if you dedicate all that time to working on your craft, of course you're going to get better. Of course you will. However, if you take it a little bit slower, work your weekends, work late at night after you work. I would tend, if you could do it that way, that's probably better for you, as opposed to just quitting your job right away and go full force into art without any prospects. I wouldn't even quit my job unless you had like something lined up. I wouldn't even do it personally. So that would be my suggestion for you. Again, it's up to you. It's your life, right? So whatever you want to do. Okay, let's see here. We're thinking about I haven't drawn in a while, but somehow my style improved. Well, that's good. Sometimes that happens. So imagine if you did draw for a while. That's why I say to people, like, they go to me, oh, James, I didn't practice a lot, but my art got much better. I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. But imagine if you did practice a lot, how much even more better your art would be. Right? One of those type of deals. One of those type of deals. Let's see here. You're such a cool guy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Just found me. Thank you very much. And I'm glad you came on the live stream. I love talking to you guys. So, by the way, if any of you are just watching on the live stream, never talk to me, I would love to talk to you. So please do jump on the live stream. I would love to talk to you guys. That's why I like going live. It makes me feel like I'm not alone. You are not alone. Who sings that? Quick! Who sang that song? And I am here with you. Though you're far away. Who sings that song? Quick! Okay, Abraham's trying to draw the dragon sword in comic book style. Awesome. Well, he is a very detailed character, so don't feel bad if it's taking you a while. And that's why a lot of comic artists, to be honest, a lot of comic artists refuse to draw things like Transformers because they're just so detailed that, for them, it's, they could make the same amount of money drawing a character with less detail and get more done, and it would be more efficient for them. So drawing Transformers and robots, it's not for definitely not for everybody. So yes, MJ, who said it first? Yes, Christopher got it first. It was MJ. There you go. High five for you, Christopher. High five for you. That's right. Do you win a drawing? You win nothing. Surprise! You win nothing. Not so cool anymore, ain't there, Nantix? Oh boy. So let's see here. Hello everyone. Hello Brad Wave. How you doing? What do I think about manga? Roro Deep Ray asks. First of all, welcome, my friend. And I love manga. Manga's great. I just wish I could draw it. You guys know. Like, I think I am going to start exploring other styles. I think I will. Of course, you guys know I love my dark style, but I think it's, and I don't want to be like, oh, this is what I am, this is all I'm gonna do, you know. And it might have seen I felt that way before. I do love enjoying the style, but I want to kind of expand a little bit just to kind of see how it feels. Now, mainly because I failed at it before. So I want to see if I could kind of mix that sort of feel. I don't know. More and more, again, it's more of an experimentation thing. It's not I'm going to completely change my style to that or anything. Just to kind of feel it out. We'll see. I'm out. Oh, Emma's. Caught myself there, my friend. How you doing, buddy? Rusty Cereal, which is a great name. I wouldn't want to eat it, but a great name. Is this just for work or just for fun? This is for TFCon this weekend. I'm hoping I'm going to finish for TFCon this weekend. It's kind of doubtful right now. I'll admit, because I know my printer probably won't be able to print this. Let's be honest. Looking at this right now, I think I still have a good 8 to 10 hours left of work on this guy. Possibly less, but 8 to 10 hours of work, and that's just the ink, the line art. So I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna see what I could get done. Like I might even maybe even just do the line art, just do a print of the line art and see how well that does. But we'll see then. There you go. So Hal Jordan is from Greece. I didn't know Hal Jordan was Greek. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Classic Disney or Adventure Time style next. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of more of a like a Yu-Gi-Oh type style or whatever. You know, just to try it. Just to see if I could do it. You know. So we'll see. Thank you, Amas. Thank you, my friend. Manga, then you can reach out to Mark Crilly for Colors Lab shenanigans. Absolutely, my friend. Mark Crilly has messaged, well, he hasn't messaged me, but he has tweeted to me real words of encouragement for me. So, like, he knows about me at the very least. So, of course, and, you know, he's the Godfather. He's the YouTube hero, right? So, you know, maybe one of these days, maybe, if he deems worthy, one day I would love to collab with Mr. Crilly there. You know, if like, and for all of you guys, if you want to help me out, that wouldn't hurt if you send whoever you'd like me to collab with a message and say, hey, would love to see you collab with the box office artist. You know, whoever you'd like to see me collab with. You know, I'll tell you off the bat, I would love to collab with guys like Proco and Ross Draws. I would love to collab with Ross Draws. Chloe. Who else? Jake Parker. Oh, that would be awesome if I could collab with Jake Parker one of these days. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. Oh, Hal Jordan is from French. Bonjour. Bonjour. Je suis tout et il est, nous en, vous êtes, ils ont, elles ont. That's how we conjugated verbs when what's it called in grade school, because you know, from Canada we have to learn some French. Oh, ow, pamplemousse. Okay. How about you though? Do you earn the majority of your income as an artist? Do you do freelance concept art, or do you still do comics for income? I'll admit the past year most of my income came from conventions and from teaching. That's where most of the income came from. I knew when I quit my job that you know, I definitely wasn't gonna earn as much money as I was in film. There was no way. Like, I was almost making 6 figures in film. But we were expecting that. I was expecting that. So we're okay. My wife and I, we made some very, very smart investments. We're doing extremely well. So not worried about the money side. So it's more like, things to take care of, like regular everyday things. So right now, as of right now, most of my money comes from like things like commissions, things like teaching, though I'm not teaching right now. but commissions mostly, conventions. So, well played. Alfred says, Pablamos, how do I feel about Rob Liefeld art? I talked to Rob Liefeld when I was in Alamo. Wonderful guy. Wonderful guy. And I know his art isn't everyone's cup of tea. I get it. I get the criticisms. You know, everyone says the same things. I get the criticism, all that. But if I were to be 100% honest, his art is one of the main reasons I got into comics in the first place. So I can't rag on the guy. He'll always be one of my heroes. Yeah, he will be. So, and he had very, very nice things to say about my art when I was over there. So that's how I feel about Rob. He's a cool guy. Cool guy if you ever get to talk to him. So, and again, I totally understand people's complaints about his artwork. But again, got me into comics. So I tell you, I loved Youngblood when I was growing up. I loved Youngblood. Now, I never tried to draw like him. But I appreciated his art style at the time. So, again, I probably would try to draw more like Jim Lee, Mark Silvestri, more than Rob Liefeld, but that didn't stop me from collecting every single Liefeld book I could at the time. So, there you go. I should do a collab with Ross Draws. I would love to do that. So, there you go. So, let him know, guys. Let him know. I would love to do a with Ross, and good on him. He's doing so well with his Kickstarter for his IP. Like I told you guys, I'm going to be doing the same thing. Maybe not necessarily Kickstarter, but you know, I honestly I plan on financing it myself. But that's exactly what I wanted to do too. So there you go. What's my opinion of art school? Like again, art school only if you could afford it. First of all, if you could afford art school. If you have the money to burn and you could go to art school, I would recommend it. Okay? Now, if not, if you don't have the money, you're going to be in debt for a long time if you actually go to art school. It depends what you want to do. If you want to get into animation, and like honestly too, that's stuff you could learn on your own. It all depends on how you are as a learner. Like for me personally, I'm not that great learning on my own. Learning things on my own. I'm not as that disciplined, right? If you're a type of person who's disciplined enough to do the assignments yourself with no one forcing you to do the work, but you're still doing it, right? That type of deal, then by all means, try to learn it on your own. Go get tutorials. There's tons of tutorials out there. There's tons you could buy for like not that much money. You could get some great visual effects tutorials for like $50, whatever. There's so many different avenues in school to learn these things. However, if you were like me, who needed somebody to give me that push to learn, right? I needed that person to learn. Then school was actually necessary for me because it was very tough for me to learn on my own because of the discipline factor. Very easy for me to say, oh, I could do this tomorrow. Oh, I don't need to finish this. It'll take a bit of time. Like again, I got better at it. I definitely got better at it. But at the time when I was learning, I definitely needed something like that. So that's up to you. And again, that's coming from a professor. I'm an art professor. So there is all, you know, and it could potentially be faster depending on how you work in a classroom setting. Because again, it's much easier to go to your seatmate and go, how do you do this? As opposed to try to Google how to do certain things. So you know, there's pros and cons to it. You do what works best for you. Though I would say if you cannot afford school, I would suggest try learning on your own first before you shell out all that money because it's not cheap, man. It's not cheap. It's definitely not cheap. Let's see here. What do I know Kim Jong-gi? Well, of course, I know of him. I don't know him. But I know of him, of course. Like, again, one of my heroes. Kim Jong-gi. I wish I could draw the way he draws. You know, no guidelines at all. Just go ahead and draw. Doesn't even look at reference. That's pretty nuts if you ask me. That's nuts. So I was thinking about, like, you know, even at TFCon, I was thinking about doing something like that. Just have this big board and just draw the whole time, but then I wouldn't be able to do any commissions if I did that. So let's see here. hoping you had plans to do merch. Yeah, it's in the works. It's in the works. I am planning certain things. There are some deals that I'm brokering right now, so we'll see, guys. One of these days. I'll be honest though. I don't feel my channel is big enough for me to actually sell merch like that. You know what I mean, like T-shirts and stuff. I don't think my channel's that big. It's not. It's like only 30,000. Right, so I should collab with Jazza. We have collabed before, my friend, and a lot of people here actually came from my collabs with Jazza. So if you haven't seen it already, go check it out on Jazza's channel. Just look up Box Office Artist. I did 2 collabs with him. So if you ever get the chance, go check those out. If you get the chance there, Elijah. Okay? Let's see here. Loved your Star Wars videos. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Where do I teach at? I teach at 2 different schools. One's called Centennial College here in Toronto, and it's a program called DVFX, Digital Visual Effects. And that is for people who want to get straight into film, do visual effects for film. The other classes I teach is in a school called Maximut School for Animation. School for Animation. I forgot this. Animation, cartooning, and design. It's the only comic book course in Canada. Though I don't teach in that course. I teach in the concept art course. I teach matte painting. A subject called matte painting there. And I also teach perspective to the year 1s as well. Am I going to be teaching that again this year? We'll see. I'm not sure. But we'll see. So, let's see here. Any plans to do more regular vlogs? I hope so. My friend, I hope so. But again, at the same time, I don't want to promise something I'm not going to keep. Like I promised you guys, like I would go back. I'm like, yeah, here we go, daily again. And then I totally mess up. It's more of the things where I'll do my best to get more vlogs up. I'm going to be vlogging this weekend. Where you're going to see a lot, if you guys are Transformers fans, you're going to see a lot of great Transformers creators. They're all going to be there this weekend. So, hopefully one of these days, my friend. How did my day go, Super Squire asked. Thank you for asking. Went pretty well. Went pretty well. The meetings I had downtown went extremely well. I wish I could tell you guys about it, but if something comes from it, then I can tell you. All right, so... I should draw Bumblebee. Thank you, my friend. Did I do one for the channel? No, I don't think I did. I didn't do one for the channel. I did one for Pablo Hidalgo, which I think I did live, but I never made a video about it. That makes sense. So yeah, you won't be able to find that on this channel. But I should draw Bumblebee. I think that would be fun. Let's see. Do I know Paul Chippe? Yes, I do. We actually talk on Twitter. He's a follower of my work. Of course, I'm a follower of his. So that guy is amazing. That's the kind of career you want, doing all those different movie posters and stuff like that. And of course, Digital Drew Struzan. Yep. Oh yeah. Amos. Yeah, I know him. He knows me. So he actually retweeted my my Star Wars piece. So great guy. Great guy. Hi, Wild Wolf. How you doing? There you go. Thank you, the She-Wolf Art. Says Jazza sent more She-Wolf Art a while ago. I teach matte painting. Yes, I do. And I incorporate a lot of those techniques in my computer coloring, and that's why I hardly do the computer coloring live, like I mentioned before. So, again, out of respect to my students who pay a ton of money for me to teach them how to matte paint. So... Okay. You're welcome, Nori Zerks. Yeah. Should draw a Dinobot or a Wasp Predator. I should. Did I do Grimlock? Glenn asks. Yes, I did. You could look that up on my channel right now. I did do a G1 Grimlock. I did that last year, actually. So... Again, I believe that was a commission for TFCon last year, so you guys can check that out. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Grimjaw. Thank you very much, my friend. Can I do a sketchbook tour? I would love to if I actually had a sketchbook. So especially I know that's extremely popular. People going through their sketchbooks. But I'll be honest, I don't have any. Well, that's why I started the throwback series, because I have a lot of artwork I've done professionally, which I actually go through in those series. So that's the best I can pretty much do when it comes to actual what's called sketchbooks. So because I never really used them. Let's be honest, I never used them. Let's see here. James, now that your time has passed, how do you feel about your Star Wars piece? Seeing a ton of work went into it. That's actually a great question. That is a great question. Like, it's one of those things, if I had to do it over again, would I, knowing the outcome, would I be doing it? And the answer is yes, I would do it. It's just, I probably would have lowered my. I'll admit I probably would have lowered the expectations a little bit. Maybe I did think it would catch on a little bit more than it did, but at the same time, I can't complain, man. I got invited to Lucasfilm, right? I can't complain about that, right? And if I did that for money, if I actually did that for money, maybe there would have been a lot of cooks in the kitchen. Let's put it that way. There would have been a lot of cooks in the kitchen if I did it that way. I got to do this completely on my own. So definitely not a regret. Definitely a highlight of my life was actually finishing that piece. So I can't complain about it. So would I do something again like that? Probably not, unless I was paid like really handsomely for it. So I probably wouldn't do something that elaborate anymore, unless it's just something I really, really believe in. But I highly doubt that. So that was really a once-in-a-lifetime type thing for me. So. Let's see here. Who's your favorite Decepticon? Let's go Starscream, my friend. I love Starscream. Starscream or Soundwave? I'd guess one of those two. Starscream or Soundwave. I know those are pretty standard answers, but nonetheless, I love those. There you go. Thank you, Elijah. Thank you. Is it easy to do poses for Transformers? I had a hard time with it. Proportions are too boxy. I'll be honest. Whenever I go into drawing a Transformer, I start off, drawing it like a human. Or how I would start off drawing a human, with a skeleton, or imagining where the skeleton would be, because at the end of the day, even though they're mech, even though they're robots, they have to have that human quality to it, if that makes sense. And starting off like I am actually going to draw a human actually helps it a lot. Now, of course, I do have to exaggerate things naturally, and of course that's what happens. But at the same time, it's what it is. It is what it is. So, sorry, my buddy Jonathan's messaging me right now. I need to give him a call. Pamplemousse, good night, Hal. Pamplemousse. Thank you, Oro Deep. Thank you very much. So, by the way, I forgot what question I was answering before. I think it was, I don't know. Oh boy. Uh, if you want, call me Ellie. No problem. No problem. Yeah, Team Starscream. Hold on, guys. I'm just sending a message here. Do. Hey George, how you doing? Hey TFL. Oh, you're right. It was Harrison Ford's birthday today. I would repost, but my Harrison Fords suck. I tell you, Emma's that out of all the characters I drew for that Star Wars thing, he was the toughest for me to get. And even a lot of them, I didn't get them properly. Well, hey, it doesn't hurt, right? So maybe I'll check it out. Oh boy. Any tips for drawing the human figure? Gestures. Do a lot of gesture drawing. Don't look at the outside. Look at the inside. Study skeletons. Study the way people. What's it called? How do people distribute weight when they are walking? You know, for example, what is their skeleton doing? Think about what's going on underneath the surface before you worry about the surface. That's actually pretty important. That's why whenever you do life drawing, and I can tell you this, guys, if you have the opportunity to do a life drawing class, go take a life drawing class. You know, you could probably take a quick night course class, whatever, because that really opened up my mind when it came to drawing figures. I was doing the life drawing classes, so. What time is it now? Oh, it's 5:30. Let's see here. I'll be honest with you, Ellie. This is the best place to talk art with me. I hardly answer emails that aren't what's it called, urgent. Let's just say that. Mainly, I just don't have the time, my friend. I apologize for that, but just to let you all know before you send me a long email, because I'll probably guarantee I probably won't answer, just because the way I want to answer it's so in depth that it takes up most of my time to do that kind of thing. So I will apologize about that. I know. You see here. Go for it, George. Go for it. Oh, hold on here, guys. I'm just going to call up some reference for his head. Do. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Sorry, guys, I don't see you because I have reference up here. There you go. Sorry, from Twitch. Glitchy Hostel says, how do you make smooth and straight lines? With a ruler. And lots of practice. A ruler with lots of practice, my friend. So most of the main lines here I drew, they were with a ruler or with a French curve. But then I'm just pretty much just going back over them. So let's see here. There you go. French curve. Ooh la la. There you go. Elijah, probably not. And in all honesty, too, Elijah, I'm not even going to listen to one without like some sort of NDA or anything like that. Like I have a lot of people who want me to listen to their pitches, and I refuse, mainly because I'm also working on my own IP right now. So I do not discuss anyone's IP with them because I don't want, I don't want to be, number one, sued or accused of, I'm not saying you're going to do this, but I'm not saying that you're going to do this or anything like that, but let's just say, just to be safe. So I don't listen to anybody's intellectual property just because I'm creating my own right now. So I don't, unless I'm actually contracted to work on a specific property, then I'm not listening to anybody's property. So I hope that makes sense, Elijah. So sorry, Eli. So sorry about that. But you know, just protecting myself and protecting others' properties as well. You know. Because trust me, there are a lot of people who wanted to share their stories with me, and I tell them all the same thing. No, I don't listen to any story pitches. Though I am kind of confused why you want to share them with me. or why not just you, Ellie, but I am surprised when people want to share their stories, ideas with me, because I'm not much of a writer in that sense. I'm not. So to help people flesh out their ideas or anything like that, I'm not very good at that. So. So I'll guarantee though, Ellie, um, don't even bother trying to send me. And this is for everybody. Please don't bother trying to send me your comic ideas or anything like that. I delete them immediately, and that's basically for my own protection as well as yours. So, just let you guys know that. Okay. All right. So even if you try to send me one, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it. Oh, my son's home. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you. Let's see. Do I have no problem with the Sharpies bleeding or anything? Not really. No. No bleeding really. I've only had bleeding problems when microns. I've had that once in a while. It's very once in a while. Far and few in between. Hold on, I'm just sorry guys. I'm actually just talking to my colorist. Okay. Let's see here. Hmm. Trying to see if I if I could get my colorist to actually help me out. It would be tight though. It would be really really tight if he's able to do it. It's my own fault. I should have got him to this last week. Last week he should have got this. Let's see here. Hi, Red Falcon. How you doing? Oh boy. Thank you, Ooey Gooey. First of all, I love that handle. Ooey Gooey is in the Twitch chat. Thank you very much. Y'all listen to music? Are you guys listening to any music or anything? What time is it now? It's 48. Okay, guys, I might have to leave pretty soon. I have to actually make a phone call. These things pop up all the time. So I'll probably be back, I'd say around 6, 7, 8, 9, probably 9 o'clock. my time. So around 3-4 hours from now. Okay. So yeah, so I'll be back probably around 4 hours from now. We're gonna try to really rush the rest of this, so I could give this to my colorist. Again, I was gonna try to color this myself because I didn't think he would try. He would try to be, he would be available. In all honesty, and then he just messaged me saying he could probably pull it off. So if he works that miracle, we'll see. We will see. Let me just do a couple more things here though before we go. It's because again, also what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out what's what up here, what needs detail, and making a lot of on-the-fly decisions here. Because I'm approaching this differently than if I was doing, what's it called, a Unicron or one of those planet transformers. So. Dooby-doo-boop-boo-doo-doot. Hi, Alex. Alex, don't you have commissions to work on? Oh boy. This is Earth 2 Devastator. There you go. That's funny. Right on. By the way, Alex, all your commissions are looking crazy, my friend. Great job. I have a couple more to do, but I'm going to do them tomorrow. Make time for tomorrow. Oh boy. Elijah, my collab standards, since you're asking, and I mentioned this before, because, again, a lot of people are asking me for collabs as well. And I tell people, I tell everyone, show me that you are consistent with your channel for at least a year. At least a year. That's what I want to see. You're consistent with your channel, that you're working on improving, and all of that. Show me that you're doing that for at least a year before I consider doing a collab with somebody. Like, I'll give you an example of this. A guy like PJ. PJ and I have been talking for, oh gosh, I don't know how long now. But that's a dude I would gladly collab with. Even though we haven't done it yet, I apologize to my buddy PJ. I will message you, my friend. 8 more, 8 more to do, eh, Alex? Alex got 8 more commissions to do. Holy crap, buddy. That's why you're the man. Are they all full color, man? Woo! I know where you're gonna be the next 2 days. Next day, actually. So that's my thing. Show me that. You're consistent with your channel. That you're really serious about it. Okay, show me that you're really serious about it. And not just for me. Okay, with anyone that you ask to collab with. And again, this is advice I give to every young YouTuber out there. Every young YouTuber out there. If you want to collab with anybody, okay, not just me, anybody, ask yourself what kind of value can you give the other party in return. For example, I'll give you an example. For Jazza, he approached me. He approached me to do the collab. He was taking a vacation. I was away for him to still have a video on his channel, so he could still get the money for for the video, right? So it's just a way so his income could keep streaming in and give his audience some really good content. Okay. So whenever you ask to collab with somebody, ask yourself: is this collab one-sided? Are you only helping yourself, or in some way are you helping the other person? Okay, so always ask yourself that question. Okay, and if the answer is you don't know what you are offering that other person, okay, if you don't know, then try to find something. Try to find something. Okay, what can I do for this person that would make it valuable for them to collab with me? Okay, that's my advice. And I give that advice to everybody who asks me about the YouTubes, right? So it's not just you there, Ellie. Okay, Eli. Half of them are color. That's why you're the machine, Alex. Then I bet you got a ton for TF. You always have a ton. TF Nation. Alex, let me ask you this, Alex. Are you going to HasCon? Are you going to HasCon? Okay, guys. I'm actually going to have to leave very, very shortly. Just a few more minutes here. Then I have to get going. But again, guys, I'll be back in roughly about 3 hours, okay? 3 hours. I will be back. I know Alex will be back. He has too many commissions to do. Hey, Darth. How are you doing? Okay, maybe Alex won't be back. There you go. Okay, guys. 5:57. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get going, guys. Sorry I couldn't be on longer because I still got a ton of work left to do on this, but you know that is what it is. Let me just see how this looks in camera here. Yeah, that's my style. What time I'm gonna be back? Probably around 3 hours from now. 3 to 4 hours from now. So there you go. Yeah, Alex is gonna be here just to give you a hard time. I know you do, brother. Okay, guys. So thank you once again for joining me for this session here. I'll be back. I will be back. So we'll see. I just have a deadline here. Probably gonna try to get done. I'm gonna say probably around 3-4 o'clock in the morning. That's my goal to get this done. Mainly because Kieran told me he could color it tonight, so I'm hoping I could get this done for TFCon. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. High five! High five! High five! High five! High five! High five! Yeah. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.